evening, all. Ira Epstein, and we're now with your financial market wrap-up. And this wrap-up's for Thursday evening, and the time right now is 7:35 p.m. Central Time. If you looked at my metal update, I did that just before this one, you saw that you were down in most of the stock indices. Metal markets were a bit higher. Bonds and notes were at the highs, near them, I think 126.17, and suddenly everything's falling. So every time, and this is the problem you have, you think you're going to bed and you know what the market's done. You find yourself waking up and asking one question. Was there an invasion? Is one taking place? And the markets tell you that the moment you look at them. So right now, the fact that we're down like this tells me at least, maybe there's some good news about the invasion not going to take place. 10 minutes from now, it's going to be a different world. And if you're trying to trade that, it's difficult because, as I told you, this is a day trader's delight. This is not a position trader's type of market. When we take a look at the S&P, you've come down rather hard. And for the week, going in now to the end of the trade on Friday, you're down nearly, 0.39%. As we take a look at the, I should get rid of the word Fibonacci. I've taken those off. I forgot to do that. This market is just sort of sitting here with a downtrend in the S&Ps. Lower highs, lower low legacy. When I look at moving averages, we're under all of them. So this market's got an uphill fight on every rally. Uphill all the way. To negate the downtrend, you'd have to get right back here over 44.84.5. And on the downside, the next target, if it wants to extend the break, is at 43.11.5. Momentum still pointing down, but finally getting oversold. I would expect a lot of short covering at that 43.11 area if you get there. The Nasdaq is the same story. Trend down, bias down, momentum down, already oversold, potential for the 13,900 level. And on rallies, resistance should be seen at the 14,549 level. Now, if you take out the highs of 2 days ago, in both of these, you change the game right away. You could flip the market back, catch shorts here, and give the market one heck of a rally. So I do think the pros are going to sell into the 18-day average, and I think they're going to keep their stops as tight as they can. In the Dow, we finally are getting a correction continuing, but it's oversold too. The only market that's been strong through all this has been the Russell. I pointed out that there's been a seismic shift. The trade seems to like this market. Resistance is the upper Bollinger Band. You hit it here and you haven't come back since then. You actually have a pattern of higher lows, higher highs for the moment. If you take out that low, you got trouble. And you have some divergence. You have momentum pointing down, bias in the trend up. The VIX sort of stuck at the 18-day average of closes and doesn't know what to do with it one way or the other. But for the moment, the trend is up. You have higher lows, higher highs, momentum up, bias up because you're over the 18-day average. That's what determines bias. So until the market gets back down here under the lows that we saw yesterday of 23.88, the trend is up, and you could be looking at 32.38. If it ever got there, the stock market comes down. If you take out 23.88, you reverse your ideas, and you look for an immediate break into the 2080 to 1869 level. Not saying that it has to go there, but that's a bullish scenario for the stock market. Then we get to the bond market, which is sitting here with what? Well, you can't count today's action. You got a 20 reading for tonight. But I can certainly count both numbers coming in. Both numbers were, for Thursday, under 20, under the 20 the day before, and under 20. So I embedded right away. I got my embedded reading. Now, if you get a reading on a close that's over 21, you come out of this downtrend. Why is the market coming out of the downtrend should be the first thing you're asking yourself. If it does, what does it mean? That becomes the question. The only reason I would think this market's going to get a good rally is if there were a breakthrough of some type on the Ukrainian situation. Otherwise, we're all still talking. How many interest rate hikes we're going to get? Is the Fed going to go big and do a half-point hike? Well, none of that is really that bullish on that market. In the 10-year note, this market was just 8 points higher, and now it's starting to reverse course. Now, what did the market do on the close? A reading over 21 would have knocked me, because I like the bear side of this market, out. It didn't do it, so now it's forcing me to wait for my idea for tomorrow. If the market breaks hard, I'll be rescued. If not, I am wrong in trying to be short. I told traders in this market to trade it very light. Trade their half their normal size position. And they are short just slightly under this, nothing very big at all. In the dollar index, higher lows, higher highs, can't seem to get up and over the 18-day average. If it does, it throws out another buy signal, especially on a closing basis. You have the bias down, momentum trying to turn up, the trend up, but fighting to get over that 18-day average. It's the flip-flop in the euro because it makes up 40% of the dollar weighting. Trend down, bias up, momentum down. It's just a flip-flop. British pound getting very close to where major resistance is awaiting the market, and you're very overbought and you're not trending. You have a lower low, higher high. You're really a sideways market. Now in Bitcoin, you were overbought for the past few days, and I think I've mentioned that clearly. Higher high, lower low, what's the next move going to be? The market's just sort of hanging here. Today it goes back, and tonight, and it's saying, I'm going to regroup. When you go to the 18-day average and you hang there, the market is telling you it wants to regroup. Can it get bearisher? Real fast with the close under 40,868. That would set the market back into a downtrend. We then get to the differential between Brent and WTI oil, and you can see Brent is stronger. Why is it stronger? The higher the market goes, the bigger the premium it has. In looking at it, the trend is up. You can't say the momentum's up. The momentum's down, and the bias is up. This market is a mess. It is trying to correct in a situation where it lost the embedded reading and still hasn't gotten back to that 18-day average. Same thing in the WTI. I would tell traders that I think they should have been out of their longs way back on this area, and the market has since set back enough. Heating oil did its job. It's already hit the 18-day average after losing that number. Natural gas needs to rebuild completely. I'm looking for the market to hone in and just try to trade against the 18-day average for a while. So you put this all together, like you're down now $7 in the gold, as you can see. What is going on? And I've given up trying to make 2 cents out of it because just when I think I have it, I don't have it. And it's a situation that has nothing at all to do with the charts. It's being driven by the emotion that we don't know what's going on about from the Ukrainian situation. We'll see what it looks like in the morning. One of the things I know is a lot of you like to trade the spider ETFs, be it for the SPYs, the DIAs, GLD, GDX. I'm speaking your language because I know about this. Each weekend, I do a weekend video, and I cover, right now it's 41 charts. We counted them. I rotate what we're going to cover. But a lot of you, futures, but you like what the futures do, but you'll trade them via the FX products. You'll trade them with other products that you want comfortable with. Well, that's what I do this for. I give you bonus videos. I bring you the news. I'm 52 years doing this. I actually got my teeth wet. In high school, I was the head of the stock trading club. So that was pretty fascinating in itself, if you ask me. I have fundamental technical analysis. Go back with that. I bring it to you every day, and I teach you. I bring up chart patterns, new ideas, things I'm learning to get you in the marketplace and set your trading day off. You want to find out more about it? It's real simple. Just go to our website under the word research. That's simple. Give it a click there. I think you'll find out what's happening. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. And I will see you first thing tomorrow morning. I was just thinking about this, and I'll be up early because now I'm watching these markets. I don't know what they're bringing on, but I'll see you all in the neighborhood. If you're a futures market subscriber, I'll start recording probably around 5:20 in the morning a.m. Take care.